Welcome to the Lean In podcast, where we talk about everything from health, wellness, business, and all of the personal things.
But before we do, we need a little disclaimer. This podcast is for education and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended for personalized medical advice. So me and Em will actually be sharing the mic today. So if you hear anything a little bit funny, please ignore. Let's get into today's episode.
All right, team, this is a very big day. We have our first guest joining us on the Lean In podcast. Welcome the incredible, the beautiful, the talented, amazing Tayla-Lea Shultz.
Hi. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. As soon as this is live, I think I'm going to set that as my morning alarm. That was so good.
Love that.
Thank you.
Tay, I know all about you. I've known you for a long time now, but can you tell our listeners a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Tayla-Lea. I'm the founder and designer of women's readywear label Modalita Vacanza, which is Italian for vacation mode because we're the best versions of ourselves on vacation mode. So we dress better, we romanticize our lives, we take more selfies. So I'm just trying to evoke that vacation mode essence into women's ready to wear everyday clothes. Really.
Love that. And you really do. You just embody fun girl, hot girl, dream girl vibes. And I feel that really comes through in your designs and in your clothes. So it's so beautiful to see that come to life and in the imagery and in the actual designs of your clothing. So
Thank you.
yeah, it's
well,
very
you're
beautiful.
my target market, so
Hey, well,
that means a lot.
And we are dressed in.
We are loving it.
It's beautiful. We love it.
Good.
Tay, tell us a little bit more about, I guess, the birth of Modalita Vacanza and where it came from and how long you have been working on this project for.
Well, I feel like you girls will probably be the same with your businesses and your career, but I feel like Vacanza's always been a part of me. I'm obsessed with fashion, live, breathe, eat, sleep fashion. And I've always been the girl to get overdressed. If I'm not in a kitten heel, something's wrong. I'm probably sick. So before Vacanza came to be, I was actually a junior lawyer, which is crazy.
Oh my God, wow, that's a big change.
That's a big change, but I think not as big as people assume, which I'm sure we'll get into. But when I was a lawyer, the best part of my day was always getting dressed. So I was obviously a really good lawyer. For me, wearing
I
a
can
blazer.
just imagine the fits.
No, can you? Literally. I do remember once the principal of the law firm being like, that skirt's probably a bit. And I was like, oh.
But I look cute.
But I look cute, that's what it matters. But yeah, for me, like even back then, wearing a blazer was like wearing a cape. It's like armor. There was actually this study that came out and it said that 96% of women concluded that what they wear directly affects their self-esteem. And I feel that deeply. Your clothes have the power to make you feel confident and to have your shoulders back into every room you walk into. So yeah, I thought I want to lean more into fashion. I worked under a fashion house, Del Rainbow, which was fabulous. And I learned a lot there and I loved my time there. Then I got back into law and my boyfriend and I went on a holiday to Mexico, which was transformative and fucking fun.
Love that.
And I was wearing a piece that my nana and I made before we went to Mexico. And our friend took film photos of us. And when I got the film photos back, I was like, of myself, I was like, who is that girl? No, she's so free. She's like salty hair, sun-kissed skin, truly in that vacation mode essence.
Just loving yourself sick, but in the best
loving
way.
myself sick, as we should. And I was like, no, this is what is missing. This is the gap in all of our lives. We are living for the 9 to 5, living for the Monday to Friday. We need to have a more vacation mode essence and romanticize our wardrobes.
Wow.
And essentially, yeah, that's where it came from.
I am so inspired right now. That was
Same. It makes me just like want to go on a vacation and get all new fits for it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's so many different moments. Like people go, oh, so you must sell resort wear. Like you must do bikinis and you must do sarongs. And I'm like, no, I live for the vacation mode moments. Like it's Friday, you've texted the group chat, the girls are going out for cocktails. You're sitting there debriefing the week. That's a vacation mode moment.
Mm-hmm.
That is Modalita Vacanza. Like live for those pinnacle parts.
Oh, I love this, Tay. And Just
And we should
on
all go
that,
on holiday
we should
together.
should we just cancel? All right.
I think
Podcast
we need to
over.
do
We're going to
a
Europe.
tour. We need to do a tour, the lean in tour.
I love it. Tay, it's no question that you are the essence of fashion. You are the coolest girl I know. You are just, you embody it. Like, I just think of you and I think of a little kitten heel, like you said, like that is Tay. But talk to us a little bit more about business. Is there any business advice that anyone has given you that has stuck? Or just talk to us a little bit more of the business side of things, because I can imagine that has been such a massive journey in it. You know, you have this idea, you have this dream, but to actually make it real and make it come to life.
Yeah.
How was that process for you?
Well, I feel like I'm definitely like a thinker. I'm a dreamer. I'm a feeler, but I'm a doer, especially coming through doing a law degree to then working in fashion. People, say it must be so different, but it's really not. I understand the importance of pressure and I understand the importance of working hard. The biggest piece of life advice I'd say isn't really something that I've been told, but more so shown. I've had some really incredible business mentors just through every job I've had. I've always been the girl that arrives at 7 when she starts at 8:30 just to soak up everything I can. And I think my biggest piece of advice that I've learned is that you have to be all in, no matter what your bank account looks like, how many followers you have, what people outside the circle are saying. You have to be all in. And I have from the beginning. And that's the biggest drive for Vacanza and its success. I think people think working in fashion, it's so fabulous and samples and like all these gorgeous campaigns. And it truly is. But business, as you girls both know, it's hard work. It's numbers. It's getting comfortable being really uncomfortable. We have 2 staff now, which is wild. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. But and instilling that in them as well. Like you have to be all in. We have some really bad days, but we also have some really good days. And those good days are from the bad days and failing forward. So
I love
being
that.
all
So
in.
inspirational. What are some lessons that you feel like you've learned along the way?
My biggest lessons that I've learned is to just really trust my vision any single time. And especially in fashion, it's really hard because obviously there's so many people doing it. Any single time that I've looked left and right, tried to do what someone else is doing, it never lands. So I've just had to stay true to my vision, the Vacanza voice, and not doubt not doubt my why, essentially.
Hey, I want to talk to you, and we've been chatting a little bit about this off mic, but I want to talk about grit because I think about you and I think about your business, and it does seem so easy breezy and you make it look so fun and glamorous. But I know that there is so much grit that goes into what you're doing, and to have that staying power to see something through and make it work and push that thing up a hill and make sure that it's successful. Can you talk to me a little bit about the grit that you have? Because I know you have it. And I think that's a really big lesson for people who are listening to this, who have a dream and want to start something of their own.
Yeah.
Having grit.
There's this really amazing book actually that I was wanting to tell you before we got into this. The author is, I think it's Angela Duckworth or something Duckworth. I'm sure you'll be able to put in the name. And she talks about enthusiasm is easy, but endurance is hard. And I think that is such a vital lesson. It is so easy to be enthusiastic. I'm so pumped up. I've got these visions. I've got these designs. I'm going to make it work. But it's the endurance. It's that when you get that first manufacturing bill and you've got no cash in bank, how are you getting through when everyone's like, oh my God, have you seen what Tay's doing? Like, oh, another clothing brand. Pushing through that. It's grit, having the passion and having the drive to continue pushing through with that endurance.
Those hard times.
And you girls would feel it absolutely. But I know no matter how down my day is, that my passion and my drive will push me through 100%. And just, it's that endurance. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop.
It's not always fun. It's always like there's those hard
No.
times as well.
And it's the highlight reels, right? Like we all see everyone's highlight reels. No one sees the duration and no one sees what goes on to get to that highlight
Behind
reel.
the scenes. Yeah.
So yeah, even I guess on the tail end of that, something to always keep in mind is never compare yourself to what someone's doing, because you have no idea how hard they've worked to get there.
Can you run us through the process, like start to finish, like with your designs? Like how long does it usually take to essentially mock up a design, get the samples, and then have it on the website?
My designs are a little bit different to most, because what inspires me is a moment.
Mm-hmm.
For
I
example,
love
Em's
this.
wearing these gorgeous low-rise
Yeah,
jeans.
we're dressed in tape.
Yeah,
trends.
we're
So
obviously
freaking cute.
Yes. And these jeans were inspired by my girlfriends and I went to a beautiful long lunch at the Hut in Byron, and they closed the restaurant. We were like 20 dirty martinis deep and they let us stay. And my girlfriend Morena was in these vintage low-rise blue denim jeans, and she was dancing on the tables. And the way that she was just like carefree, hair flying everywhere, I was like, no, that is the power of a low-rise jean.
We need these pants.
We need these pants. So for me, it's always situations and moments. Our blazer, like I've been in rooms when I was working in law, when I really felt like I didn't belong. And the only thing that kept me there and kept my shoulders back and kept me working hard was this armor of this blazer that, yeah, as I said, felt like a cape. So yeah, for me, it's evoking the feeling that you want to feel. I love leaning into like the homme and the femme in that aspect as well. So then I'll just find that feeling, write that feeling down, then sketch it out. Then comes the initial samples, and then finding the fabrics, and then wearing it. I'll wear it for at least 2 months. Like I've worn these many times.
You wore them to my birthday.
Yeah, I wore them to your birthday, so it's only fitting that you're wearing them. You know, people give you
The
comments.
sisterhood of the traveling pants, darling.
Yeah, no, it is. Oh. So they've got see, they've already got so much history in them already.
Yeah.
And girls will be like, I love that. I love that. God, I wish it was probably a little bit higher, a little bit longer. And then from there is our final sample. And yeah, we put them in. And by that time too, it's from a marketing perspective, I've already got so much content because they've already got a life. They've got their own personality. Each piece for me is like its own person, its own character. Like who is this jean making girls feel? How is this jean making girls feel? That is, that's the essence of design. Being a designer is a really, really important job. And I think people look left and right what everyone else is doing. And that's where dupe culture comes in. But that never sells. This is what sells and is what made Vacanza what it is today.
You just seem so ingrained into all of your pieces. Like you have so many unique designs and they're all so different. But I'm like, I can see a little bit of Tay in them, which is so special.
Yeah.
You don't get that in dupe culture in your fast fashion, do you?
And we've been duped.
Yeah, I know.
God damn. And yeah.
That's when you know you've made it, darling.
That's truly when you know. I remember the first time it happened, I was like to my boyfriend, the world is over. But then it kept happening and happening. And one time they actually called it was our wrap shirt, and they called it the Taylor wrap. And I was like, no, Dad, they're obsessed with me.
But still, that's
It's
just rude.
fun. It is so rude. It's just lazy.
Can you trademark anything or no?
Well, you can, but it's a lot of money and it only needs to be 5% different. So say I was to trademark your top, they could make the second strap overlaying like 0.5 centimeters long, wider. And it's different.
So challenging.
Yeah. And I think in that, and I remember I used to hate it when everyone was like, oh, take it as a compliment. But now I actually do take it as a compliment.
Do you find though that when people dupe your items that your online store gets busier?
I find no.
Oh. I got duped once and my sales went through the roof.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, because I think everyone just like got around it, wanted to support a small brand rather than like a big brand.
Yeah. I think had I maybe acknowledged it, only really the people that knew were my internal team. But for me as well, it just makes me hungrier because I'm like, you're copying that? Oh my God, I have the best things coming. Like, how embarrassing, you're so behind.
One step in front.
100%. 100%. I've sent emails and I've done I'll take legal action. Wouldn't. I'm going to get you. But
I'm a bluffing.
yeah, nothing ever came from it. So, Yeah.
With your samples, do you usually work with the same supplier or do you usually change suppliers that you're working with?
So it started with my Nana and I, which was beautiful. And then I just got too busy for her and I was like, Nana, keep up. Come on, Nana. So yeah, then we went to, luckily I've worked, in fashion law a lot. So I had some really incredible suppliers that I know were really trustworthy, really great quality, really looked after their workers. And I've used the one supplier since. We have specialists when we work with our silks, and our denims as well, like our cotton denims. But otherwise, we have the one same supplier and they are fantastic. We went and visited them at the start of the year in China, and it was just like the hospitality, I feel like in any Asian countries, it is just amazing. And because you're kind of being pen pals with them for so long and you talk with them via Zoom and then you like meet them IRL and you're like, we're besties. But that was really amazing because they're just as much a part of the team as the girls sitting at the office. Like without them, there is no Vacanza. And so we have a really, really, really great relationship and I would say sisterhood with our suppliers. They're amazing.
Tay, I want to jump back into a little bit more business stuff. So just sitting here hearing you say, I went to China to visit my manufacturers. I've hired 2 new work people in the office. Like, how does that feel for you thinking about Tay sitting in her bedroom, coming up with this beautiful idea of Modalita to now doing all of these amazing things and having this growth? Do you find yourself sitting back and taking a moment to absorb that? Or do you feel like you're just like, all right, go, go, go? Like, where does that, I guess, leave you at the moment? How are you feeling with where Modalita is and all the success you've had?
I definitely don't sit in it enough that, like, I should sit in it a lot more. I don't know if you girls are the same, but where we are now, I'm so hungry for this. I'm always like a couple of years ahead. And so recently I've just turned 28, so I'm in my Saturn returns. Don't want to get woo-woo,
queen.
but we love a little bit of woo-woo. I'm in my Saturn returns and I had a moment coming into my warehouse and it was like I turned on the lights. There was stock at the back. There was mannequins and racks and 3 MacBooks and all of these beautiful things. And I was like, whoa, hang on. Like, you've done this. In my head, my dream is to have a HQ in New York and I will get there.
Oh my God, incredible, babe.
That is my
I can
dream.
imagine that.
We're coming.
we will be visiting.
And I often forget of, where I am now. And so it actually was in that moment that I was like, oh my God. Like, I remember when I first started, you are really only holding on to the dream. There's nothing to really prove for it. And so when you're telling people I'm starting a clothing label or, I'm going to start the business, they're like, sure. Like, no one really cares when you're at the bottom. And now people tell me, oh my God, I can't believe you've done it. Like, that's so amazing that you've done it. And in my head, I'm like, you haven't even fucking seen what's coming. No,
like, you guys just wait.
You think now's cool. Like, oh, just
there
wait.
Are big things coming.
I'm cooking.
I'm cooking.
Run us through the 5-year plan.
Yes, so dream is New York.
Love
I've never
that.
been. I'm going in September.
Oh my God, incredible.
Which is exciting.
Is it a work trip or is it like a pleasure trip?
My girlfriend's getting married in America and then we're doing our summer campaign in New York. And
wow.
I love Sex in the City. And if people are like, oh, New York's so dirty, and I don't care. I romanticize the hell out of it. And so, my dream is New York. We have hit our US market hard. We're actually 1-for-1 order now in Oz and US.
Wow, babe, that's amazing. Do you have a warehouse in New York or are you shipping from here?
We're shipping all from Oz.
Wow, how do you go with the tariffs?
Hectic. It's hectic and it's always changing.
Yeah.
We had to pivot hard once that all came about.
Mm-hmm.
But and again, it could just all stop tomorrow, but that's just pivoting. That's business. You're desensitized to it, but it's crazy that it's all one man. I'm like, just drop it. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like there's always so many lessons in business and there's always something new to learn.
Totally. We're already outgrowing our warehouse that we're in now. We're just scaling so quickly and beautifully that yeah, we're going to have to move soon, which is wild. But yeah, my eyes are just on the US.
I love that. I cannot wait for the New York content. Like
know,
I am
we'll
so
have an opening.
sat for that content.
We'll do a lean-in episode in New York.
Oh my gosh. Anything to
tour?
claim it back on tax.
Yes, 100%.
Work trip.
Tay, I want to talk a little bit about your support system during, the beginning, going through the grit of it all. How did you find your support system during that time, and who did you really find you were leaning on during that time?
I feel that my support system from the beginning to now has pretty much been the same. My boyfriend is the best person ever.
Hugo, shout out.
Shout
He is a
out.
king.
He's so handsome. And I think of him in two ways for Vacanza. One, he has shown me what it feels like to feel confident in my femininity. So when I'm designing, I wouldn't know what it feels like to feel that level of confidence had I not got that from him. He's amazing in that space.
That is so sweet. What would he do to like pump you up?
He is just like, I'll wake up and he'll be like, he's probably going to hate me for that. He just says things like, oh, another day of being the most beautiful girl in the world, go get him. And I'm like, oh, he's so good. He's the best. But then the second part is like, when you are starting your business, especially going from a law wage to then, a business owner wage, I'm sure you can understand. It's a lot of sacrifice, especially for him. And he just built me this stage and put a spotlight on me and was like, you shine, I'll figure out the rest.
He's like, I've got you.
He's like, I've got you. Yeah,
amazing.
I felt so supported from the beginning. He doesn't have social media, so sometimes he doesn't actually see how well it's going. And then at a moment we'll be out and someone was like, I love your brand. And he's like, what? I was like,
he's like, Queen, you're popular.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely my gorgeous boyfriend. My parents, I've grown up with them always having businesses, so I knew what I was in for. They've been so supportive. They have helped me set it up like a proper business. They are, incredible mentors to me. My girlfriends, like you, just being hype girls and just being girls through and through. It can be a really, really lonely game when you're in business, as I'm sure you understand.
I almost feel like people make it a competition rather than that teamwork. So I do feel like when your friends are supporting you and pumping you up, it just makes the biggest difference.
Totally. You sift through people quickly. You start to understand when it really matters and when you're really feeling that support, who's got your back and who's not.
Yeah.
Which is good because it's comforting. You're like, see ya.
So true. And I also feel like too, when you do start business, it's not like you can reach out to another clothes manufacturing brand and be like, hey, how'd you do this? Like you are literally learning from your mistakes.
You
and
are.
Yeah.
You are. I really, really found that so many people were really reserved when I was asking questions, and it might have just been like, what carrier bags do you send it in? Like, I'm not asking who your manufacturer is. Then I always found that the right people will give you the information, and destiny will meet you where it's meant to be with the right person. If someone's holding information, you weren't meant to hear it from them.
Yeah, that's so
You're meant to hear it from someone better.
Trusting.
So the universe always delivers in that aspect.
Yeah, I love that. What's a big, like, have you had any pivotal moments happen in the business where you're like, wow, that's like a huge lesson, whether it be like a manufacturing mistake or like something happened with your suppliers?
I feel like we've always got lessons. I'm trying to think of the most fabulous lesson, but there isn't. It's usually just being really familiar with my numbers. I have
Do you have spreadsheets?
I have a spreadsheet. I know every day my profit.
Can't relate.
Freaking the sheets, babe. Freaking the sheets.
I never used to have spreadsheets ever.
Yeah.
And I just started working with a business consultant last year and just started a spreadsheet. And she's like, oh, run me through like your profit and loss. I'm like, babe, I got no idea. As long as that bank account is going up, that's all that matters.
Well, 100%. It's so easy to be like naive to it all and just see cash in bank and be like, oh, we're killing it. But yeah, before knowing my fixed expenses, my variable expenses and my marketing expenses, I was just going with the wind. And now I know exactly how much it costs to the dollar to open my doors every day with no sales, no marketing spent or anything. So I know what I have to hit. And one of my beautiful girls that's been with me for like 8 months now, she is now in the profit and understanding the profit of the business. And it's just incredible seeing her career grow and her understand the wheels of the business. It's not just revenue, expenses. Like revenue does not equal profit. And you have to be so familiar with that. It's the least sexy part of the business, but it's the most important part for sure. So before I knew that, there was a lot of mistakes. Like I would just get the mouse pads that had Modalita Vacanza written on them because I was like, we all need matching mouse pads. No, couldn't afford. Did not need that. Too many expenses like that. The most fabulous chairs for the girls.
You're sitting on cardboard boxes now.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, sorry, no.
Oh, I love it. Tay, can we talk about, now you're very busy, you are headfirst into the business, you live and breathe it. Can we talk about balance, and is there any balance at the moment?
I think where I'm at right now, I'm still definitely trying to find the balance. Right now, I'm just hungry. Like I'm so determined
She's
for
in the
this.
hustle mode.
I'm in the hustle mode. I do think it's a lot easier for me because I'm so beyond passionate about what I do. So I'm happy to work. Like my boyfriend was like, there's probably not an hour that goes by that you're not doing something for Vacanza. And I'm like,
She's my baby.
100%. But I am finding a lot of balance outside of work. So I am actually back into my Saturn returns, coming into a really fabulous party girl era at the moment.
The party girl dress?
The sequins. I heard Rick Shaw's afterwards and I was like,
You're like, I am dressing for the occasion.
Yes. I never used to be like, I go through periods of non-drinking. And at the start of the year, I did 3 months sober and it was great. I was like locked in, loved it. But yeah, since turning 28, I don't know what it is, but I just like love going out with the girls, love a dirty martini. I'm not talking like the party girl era when you first turn 18. I'm talking like Friday afternoon, let's have many, many martinis, debrief the week.
It's like the classy girl party era.
Yeah, the chic version.
The elevated version in your capsule wardrobe.
Like wear the pieces, take selfies. That is my balance at the moment. But
And
yeah,
technically it's content creation, girl.
It
It is actually still
is.
working.
Yeah, totally.
I hope you're claiming those martinis back on
Yeah,
tax.
don't worry. My dad is my accountant and he sometimes is like, you're taking the piss. I'm like, no. You'll
Put
see
it through.
you'll see it on Insta. But yeah, in terms of balance for work, I'm just too hungry for it at the moment. And I've got 2 girls, so I have to be on the ball because they've got questions and I just want to be like consistently inspiring, have the answers. They're both completely separate personalities and identities, and having their careers in my hands is so important to me that I'm not going to fuck around with that.
I love that. How many hours would you say that you work on the business in the week?
1 million hours.
Because I feel like too, people when they say like, oh, you've got your own business, like, oh my God, you're so lucky. You've got so much flexibility in your schedule. You're going to go get a massage on like a random Thursday at 2:00. But I feel like at the beginning you were just putting so many freaking hours in that you end up working a lot more than a normal job.
Totally. Yeah, no hours. Like it's just consistent. I wake up, I go to training, finish training at 6, I'm straight into the HQ, have a shower.
Wow.
But I'm setting up for my day. That's the only time of the day where I'm alone. And so before the girls come in, that time is so important. And people want to go for walks and have a great time with me. And I have to be really selective of my energy because extroverted, introvert, you got to hone in on that because it's rare. As you said, that time doesn't come often. Yeah.
If you are feeling stressed or having a big week, what type of things do you do to like wind down and reduce your stress?
Definitely something with my boyfriend. He's usually one to clock it before I have. So he can kind of understand when I'm flirting on that burnout line and just reel me in because it makes life easier for him. But definitely the ocean's the biggest endorphin for me. So as long as I'm near it, walking, swimming, laying at the beach, for sure. My brain, if I am feeling really stressed, I need to just get it out and just like journal it, dump it out. And then most of the time it's in front of me, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. You've gotten through worse. So yeah, in the situations, just getting it out of my brain and being near the ocean for sure.
Tay, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people like myself who see you and just think, you're so stylish, you're so individual. What is some advice you would give to people on finding their own style?
Finding your own style. That's a really good question. I think it's really hard in this time because we're just like consuming, 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 consuming. But if you were to find your own style, I think it just really depends on your personality as a whole. No one's going to sit here wearing a sequin blue dress, but they might look at me and be like, oh, I want to be that girl that's sitting there wearing the sequin blue dress. So I think it's just about getting really deep to your core rooted essence. Maybe you're the girl that loves to wear like chic, tailored, structured tailoring. I think it's just how you want to show up in the room. How do you want to be perceived? Do you want people to be like, oh my God, that girl was so chic, or that cool girl was so boho? Just thinking about, your true essence on how you want to present to other people. The clothes, it's a byproduct. That doesn't matter. It's all about how you want to feel. That is the biggest part about developing your style for sure. Sometimes I forget I'm selling a product because I'm so used to selling a feeling, like feeling, chic and tailored, or feeling like party girl, feeling femme, feeling homme. It's all about the feelings when it comes to fashion and style.
Which I think
For
is
sure.
so important because it makes you feel so much more connected to the
Yeah.
brand as well. And it doesn't feel like they're just like sell, trying to make money.
Yeah.
It's actually more of that connection, and it's got a lot more purpose as well.
Totally. It is so obvious and you can even feel it in yourself when you're sitting in something and you're really uncomfortable. You're like, oh, this is not me.
Yeah.
This is not. So why you gotta stick to who you are and how you want to feel, and how that's just allows you to best show up in the world. The clothes are there to complement you. They're not there to make your whole identity.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
the
like a
most important.
byproduct.
Yeah, totally.
Tell us, Tay, if someone is wanting to start their own business, and let's say they might be working like a reception job, 9 to 5, they're freaking hating it. They've
Mhm.
been thinking about getting into fashion. What is the advice that you would give to them, and like what steps should they take?
Firstly, give me a call. What would they take? Put yourself out there. When
Shoot your shot.
shoot your shot, you miss all the shots you don't take, as they say. But 100% just put yourself out there, message around. When I first jumped from law to fashion, it just took someone taking a risk on me. And they did take that risk. And then I was able to develop a really beautiful career within that space. But yeah, I think you got to put your ego aside and just shoot your shot. You have something that people would love. It might not be experience. And as we were going to grit before, grit is literally hard work over talent. You could have two netballers. One could be naturally so gifted from birth, and the other one is just, and she doesn't care, she doesn't train. The other one is just every single day, every night, training on those courts nonstop. At the end of the day, the girl who worked harder is going to be the better netballer. You have so much to offer. You just have to ask the right people who will take a chance and work hard.
I'm going to replaying this podcast episode.
I'm freaking inspired.
I can kick down a door right now. Like, I'm ready to go. Tay, I love that. And I do want to bring up an old conversation we had. And I was telling Jack about this. I was like, God, I loved when Tay was saying this. And we were talking about dating. And so I have a few friends who are single at the moment. They're just, in the trenches, if you will. And we were talking about it so male centered. Like, we want a guy who does this. We want a guy who does that. Or he looks like this and looks like that. And you said to me, who are you as your dream girl? What does your dream girl version look like? And I think it's so important to like put it back on us and think, okay, how do I want to show up? What is my dream girl version of myself? So yeah, I really loved that.
Yeah, 100%. I think we're so quick to do that with other people and be like, oh, you're single. Like, cool. What does your dream guy look like? I'm like, no, what does your dream M look like? Like, who do you want to be? Like, how do you want to show up in the room? What do you want to be wearing when you do it? We are so quick to give other people the button to dictate our lives. When, sis, you're fucking driving it. Like, you are the prize. 100%. And I think about this in every aspect of life. I think about this with my girlfriends as well. Like, who the frick is on the ride with you? And I know I've had this conversation with you, but I mean, do you want to get into friends? Sorry, I just took a go. Okay. I was just kind of honing in on the dream goal, and then I got into our sisterhood. And I was thinking with even like, what does your ultimate dream girlfriend look like? You have so much going on in your life. So your army and your support system is so beyond important. And I think about all of my girlfriends, like they're in, for you guys, for example, this beautiful Lean In podcast. It's like you guys are getting in this gorgeous convertible. The roof is down.
The wind is in our hair.
The wind is in your hair. It's like a gorgeous pearl coloring. And you're like, Tay, do you want to get in? And I'm like, fuck yeah. Let's get in this convertible. I'm here for the ride. I'm here riding backseat on your success. It's going to rain. We're going to get rained on. But you know what? Then it's going to be sunny.
We're going to have a good time.
We're going to have the best fucking time in this convertible. But then you have the girlfriends that are like, probably not my color convertible, but I'll drive in my own car and I'll watch you guys and I'll just wait till it rains on you and then I'll go, told them. I'm so huge on who is riding in your corner. But then, yeah, exactly. Who your dream girl is. Who are your dream friends? Who's that whole essence.
So true. Who you spend time with, who you surround yourself with really influences your habits, what you do, how you show up.
Totally. What's that thing? You're the 5 people that you're closest to.
And
it is, you find out really quick in business. You guys will both know. And you find out as soon as you have success, it's just
that tall poppy syndrome, isn't it?
It's bad here.
Yeah, which I feel like too, we should just all be in each other's corners, supporting, cheering. Like,
you're making a podcast. I'm vicariously living through you having a podcast. Like, I have a clothing brand. You're living vicariously through me with a clothing brand. Unfortunately for me, I will never be able to buy your Pilates instructing courses. But there's a million other ways I can support you. There's a million other ways I can support you. I can like crazy thing called commenting on your friend's business posts.
You can even share it if you will.
Oh, God forbid. There are so many other ways that I can make sure that I'm like your girl for this.
Little woo girl.
Yeah. I think people just, forget that.
Tricky thing to remember.
Yeah.
Tell us, Tay, what are you leaning into at the moment?
I would go back to saying leaning in my party girl era.
Fun.
Yeah.
Those dirty martinis.
And I used to be the girl that would I'd drive. So I'll give everyone a lift home. So my boyfriend's kind of hating it because now we have to.
He has to come pick you up.
Or he has to drive or we have to get an Uber. But yeah, just leaning into party girl era in the sense of she's fun, she's playful. She's loosening up a little bit.
I love that. And probably also helps you express your creativity with your clothing as well.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those moments. Give me more moments.
Tell me, Em, what are you leaning into?
I am leaning into supporting your friends. I have bought pieces from Tay. We're always each other's biggest, I guess, cheerleaders. I've supported Tia along the way. I think it is so important to support your friends. Buy the product, show up to the events, like the post, comment, do what you can. There's so many ways like you said, you can support your friends. So yeah, support your girls. What are you leaning into, Tia?
I am leaning into getting laser done on my skin. Yeah, so I recently turned 31 and I've been getting Pico laser and this other laser called Laser Genesis, and I feel like it has just transformed my skin.
Is there downtime?
Not for Laser Genesis, no. It makes your skin really glowy, really hydrated, calms all the inflammation. The one that has got downtime is called, oh my gosh, now I'm having a mental blank. There is this CO2 laser.
Right.
I really want to get it done, but because I have quite dark skin, it can cause hyperpigmentation. So she's like, I just don't think you should get it done. But I'm like, I am willing to take the freaking risk.
There is a feeling with going and being like, I'm sorry, I'm getting a facial. Sorry, got to go to the facial.
Oh,
That's gorgeous.
Love it. Amazing girls.
So, should we go get a dirty martini?
Let's go.
The girls are off to rickshaws and I'm so excited.
Yes,
Bug roll.
All right. Thank you so much for leading in with us this week. And thank you so much, beautiful Tay,
Thanks for
sharing your time with us.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, girls.